Hey everyone, Shoshana here with Stacey Weingarten and Rue of Rescue Rue. How are y'all doing today?
We're doing pretty good.
Rue, what do you think?
You sound fun?
Yeah, I'm so good. So, y'all, Rue is the absolute cutest, is the reason that Rescue Rue exists. Can you talk about this show and your inspiration?
Sure, yeah. I mean, in short, the inspiration was Rue herself. When I adopted her from the Badass Animal Rescue about 10 years ago, I couldn't believe that she was kind of not only the perfect dog for me, but just like kind of awesome in general. And so I wanted to share her story to kind of help other like kids and families figure out that, you know, you could find your forever friends at local shelters. And I just started writing what I thought the rest of her story was from what I knew. So that's what happened. Yeah.
And that would be forever friends.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
There are so many adorable dog puns and references. How did that go about? Because that was a delight to experience.
The puns were very important.
Yeah.
And it was a painstaking pun process of finding every little place that there could possibly be a dog pun or possibly a cat pun. And some of it actually came out in rehearsals where the cast would find something that we hadn't found before, which was pretty good. Like we had in New York they say forget about it, which I had written in the
Forget about it.
But then in this version, Harrison Bryan was like, oh, it should be forget about it. And I was like, how did I not ever see that? So that's how some of it happens.
And speaking of Harrison Bryan, that's actually how we met. So Harrison is a dear friend who is in the show, who I got to see when I came the other day. Absolutely wonderful. And can you talk about this cast led by Caitlin Kinnunen, who we love from The Prom, and just everyone who's been involved?
Yeah, so I mean, in short, a lot of the people in the cast, meaning like almost every single person, are actually people that I've known for a very long time, including Caitlin. A lot of the people I've known for probably no less than 8 to 10 years. That's a long time. So they're people that I kind of love already and that I know and trust. And a lot of them, I think almost every single person in the cast actually also is someone who cares about rescue, for animal rescue, whether they have animals in their life or whether they care about rescue or whether they want to rescue and they're not ready yet. Almost everybody, for them, it was an important part of just being part of the show. The message of the show was important to them, which was important to me. So.
I feel that. So a lot of y'all might know that there's Slimbo in my life. Slimbo is a rescue pup that lives out in Seattle who I miss dearly, and hopefully one day I will have a place that would be suitable for a dog in New York City. But what I think is so cool is that Rue comes to the shows.
Yes.
She's here. You can pet her.
She has never missed a show. And some people, my mom brought her for this last weekend because I wasn't able to be around. And she was like, I think that people think I'm joking when I say she sits through every show. And she is not. Rue goes to every show and sits so she can meet people after the show and remind them that, you know, real forever friends are real. So, right? I know it's fun.
So this might not be your forever home of a theater because Rescue Rue has ended here off Broadway, but this isn't the end, is it?
No, there are lots of plans ahead for Rescue Rue. So, I mean, the first thing that we're currently trying to figure out is our tour, which is part of why we did this was to be able to figure out the show and be ready to be able to go on tour. So maybe we could kind of travel the United States and maybe the world, spreading like forever love and cheer. But then also we're working, there's a sequel. We did a staged reading of it last week. So there is what we like to say is an extended Rescue Rue-niverse that exists, that as this show continues to grow and this little one inspires more stories, then I'll keep writing them. So we're like working on, albums for those things, and I'm working on, I'm finally going to publish a storybook that is this show, which I'm really excited about. It's almost like putting the cart before the horse, where musicals are my thing. So the musical officially came first, but the book is on its way. So, yeah.
And the Rue-niverse and the multiverse here.
She's got her Avengers outfit on. We're very into multiverse.
Yes.
So
I love that. Anything else that you specifically want to say to fans out there and people who, might have missed it and are bummed, but, there's another chance. There's always going to be another chance here.
Well, the one other thing I didn't mention is we did film a version of the show in November. So we're currently editing it, and then that will be available so you can actually watch it home, which is cool. So there is hope if you wanted to see the show and you missed it, in addition to all the other stuff that I talked about. But for us, really, Rescue Rue is about finding your happy new beginnings. So I hope that if you didn't get to see it, that maybe you still consider going to a local shelter and either volunteering, or you can foster until you're ready to maybe adopt someday and find forever friends or help them. So the show really is very much about finding where you belong and helping others find where they belong as well.
This is so precious. I love this so much. I'm so glad I got to see it. Where can people follow you and the show on social media?
Yeah, so you can follow the show at Rescue Rue, which is pretty simple.
Yes.
If you do want to follow me, mine is a little bit weirder. It's Say Etc. It's my name just jumbled up.
Perfect.
But at Rescue Rue and rescuerue.com, pretty easy to find us pretty much anywhere.
Yay! And y'all can find me at bwaySHO. That's bwaySHO. Thanks for watching. We'll see you at the show.
Yeah, thank you.